Sunday, about 10:30, which means it's time to pull out the crock pot and get dinner started. Tonight, Verde pork tacos.
So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and slice my onion. I like to slice off the end. Then I'll make a slice right down the middle. And I have an extra Ziploc bag that I was about to throw away laying around, so I'm going to take my onion pieces, definitely the onion skin, throw it right in here, peel the onion skin right off of this half, throw it in the bag, do the same for the other half. That way you don't have just onions hanging out in your trash can, because I find that just a little bit of onion skin will really have a strong odor, which I don't want in my kitchen. So clean off my board a little. And then for this recipe, we're just gonna slice it. Just go ahead and slice all your way through. They don't have to be that thin because they're gonna cook for hours in the crock pot. And I also am not going to worry about going all the way to the end. So I've got half done. Go ahead and slice this half up. I always try to set aside one cutting board for meat and one for vegetables that I can throw in my dishwasher. That way I know it'll be disinfected and I don't have to worry about washing it. Keeping your meat and your veggies separate, definitely a good idea. So now that I have everything in, I just zip this up, throw it in the trash can, and it won't make my trash stink. Next up, it's time to get your crock pot ready. Go ahead and line it with my favorite invention ever, the disposable slow cooker liner. So I line it. Take some non-stick spray, always give it a big spray, and make sure you use a crock pot that is pretty close to the size of what you're cooking. If you use a really, really large crock pot and you're not making a lot of food, your food will dry out much quicker. So I've got this all sprayed. I'm gonna go ahead and take my sliced onions, slide them in, kind of break them up a little bit if you can on the way in. There we go. Now that we have our onions inside, I'm going to go ahead using a fork, place these slices of meat right in. This was actually a pack of boneless pork that was cut up specifically for carnitas. So I'm going to use a fork and dump it all in. That way my hands will stay clean and I don't have to touch the raw meat. Got that in. Next up, I like to use some spices. I always use a little bit of pepper. Give that a shake. And some coarse kosher salt. Give it a big sprinkle. You want to flavor it now, if you can. Next up is the salsa. I'm using this salsa verde. You just pour it right on top. Keep it covered. There you go. I used probably about half of this container. Just going to put a top on. Show you what it looks like right now. Just going to lay that in the slow cooker on low for about 6 hours. It's been about 6 hours and the pork is done. It's shredded really easily with these tongs. I could have also used 2 forks. I always take the meat, in this case the pork, out and put it in a large bowl, because I don't want to rip the liner. So once it was done, I poured out some of the sauce and then placed the pork and the onions back in the crock pot to serve it. I'm going to serve it with some lettuce. I have some sour cream, some cilantro, and some salsa. Right now I'm actually heating up the corn tortillas. I found the easiest way to reheat corn tortillas is in a stack of 5 between 2 wet paper towels. You heat them for about 30 seconds on high in the microwave and they come out really delicious. Just went ahead and put it all together. Using 2 corn tortillas, put the sour cream down, a big serving of the Verde pork and onions, some salsa, green leaf lettuce, and cilantro right on top, and a couple of chips. Another simple Sunday dinner right in the crock pot. Thanks for watching.